When we're thinking about how to build habits, there's really three things that come into it. The first thing is, can I actually do this activity that I'm trying to turn into a habit? For example, if I have this goal that it's January 1 and I've decided I want to lift weights and I'm pretty weak right now, but I'm going to go straight to the gym and I'm going to try and bench press 100 kilograms. I'm going to fail. There's no way that's going to become a habit. I'm going to probably injure myself and I'm never going to want to go to the gym again. So that's the first thing, that it has to be something that I can actually do today. And it's possible for me to do it repeatedly. If I want the habit to be a daily habit, I need to make it something that I'm going to be able to do every day. So for example, meditation, maybe my schedule is so packed that it's really difficult for me to do more than 5 minutes per day. Maybe in theory, I'd like to get to half an hour, but in terms of my ability right now, 5 minutes is all I have. So I should start with that. The second point is the idea of how motivated am I to do it? Because some habits, they form very quickly. There's this concept of it takes 21 days to form a habit. That's actually apparently not really based on anything. It's highly individual. And a key part of that is, how much do I actually care about this thing? Do I enjoy it? That some habits that you don't like are really easy to form because they're super pleasurable, like smoking or doing very addictive drugs. The reason why they're habit forming really immediately, or even something more innocuous like Facebook, going on there every day, those habits click in really quickly because we get dopamine hits when we do those activities and they're really fun. Whereas some other habits, they might not give you that rush right away. Something that might be, for example, going for a run. I really enjoy that personally, and I do get the runner's high out of that. So it's not super difficult for me to be motivated to go for a run, but for other people, they might not enjoy it and it feels like a real drag for them. And that makes it actually harder to form a habit if it's not enjoyable. It's much better if we can find something. If we want to exercise, for example, I like running, but the thing that I love most is cross-country skiing. And I've got roller skis that I'm very happy to get on. When I do that, that's really enjoyable. It's nice for me to get out there, and it's easier for me to do it every day because I'm motivated. I want to get fit, theoretically, but also I enjoy the process. And it's more likely to form a habit when the process is enjoyable and it's congruent with the end goal. And that means that everyone might have a different style of activity that's going to appeal to them. For some people, going for a run or going to the gym will be enjoyable. For others, it might be more like doing a dance workout at home. It could be more fun. And if you can find something that's going to achieve your goals, but is also pleasurable for you personally, that's the real recipe for making it stick. And then the final part of it is having a prompt, because even if I can do an activity and I'm motivated to do it, if I am not reminded to do it, I'm probably not going to do it. An example of that for me is I want to take my vitamins every day. It's a very easy activity for me to do, that I just go in, there's 4 different pills that I take of vitamin D, zinc, and vitamin B complex. It takes me about 10 seconds to get them out, chug some water and spill them down. But I was routinely not doing them. And even though I had it in my to-do list, and I knew it was something that I wanted to do. So I had the ability down, I had the motivation down, but I was missing the prompt, which meant that I was very inconsistent with taking my vitamins. What changed for me is tying it to another activity. When I have my breakfast, I'm a bit weird. I have vegetables and olive oil as part of my breakfast. I have olive oil as always the final thing that I do before I go and eat. So I tied that habit of taking vitamins with my pre-existing very strong habit of adding olive oil to my food. I basically put a sticky note on my olive oil dispenser that said vitamins. Or I even wrote Weishanshu, which is vitamins in Mandarin because I am learning Chinese. So when I went to grab the olive oil, I saw Wei Shenxiu staring out at me, and that was a prompt for me. It didn't take long for that to form a habit. The sticky note ended up getting a bit oily and gross and I had to throw it out. But just a couple of times that has become ingrained in me because I am highly motivated. It's an easy action. I just needed the prompt. So that's the piece that we need, those three attributes that we need to be able to do the activity, that we need to be motivated, we need to enjoy it. Maybe we do it with someone else to make it more enjoyable. And we need to have the reminder. With all those three things in place, a habit can form very quickly, which is often what we want. In the next video, we'll talk about how Focus Bear really hones in on two of those three components, the ability, the motivation, and the prompt, even all three, and makes it easier for you to be able to ramp up your habits quickly.